Okay.
It's not any better. Do you want some filler with me? That doesn't go down?
Okay, everybody give a wave. Okay. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the benefits of waking up early. So one of the biggest transitions from high school to college is that you can sleep in college. So in high school you have to wake up every single day, go to classes. Usually it's waking up at 6 a.m. to get to class at 7 a.m. Whereas in college, of course, you're going to have some 8:30 classes, but you have some days where you can sleep in. But what if I told you guys that actually waking up earlier, even on the days that you have off, actually has a lot of beneficial impacts just on your lifestyle as a whole. So I'm able to talk to you guys and preach this idea of waking up earlier. One, because I did some research for this study, or for this presentation, but also I've experienced these benefits on my own. So first semester, I was waking up around 9 or 10, sleeping in, but I didn't really feel as productive or energetic or as healthy as I do now, because second semester I joined the rowing team where I have to get up at about 5:30 a.m. every day, and of course it took some getting used to. But over time I noticed that I was way more productive, way more energetic, and I just felt healthier overall. So that brings me to the 3 points that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. So sleeping in, one, improves your sleep, increases healthier habits, as well as increase in productivity. So our first point, improve sleep schedule. So actually, waking up earlier, it tunes your body into what's called the circadian cycle, which just basically means that your body's in tune with like the rotation of the earth and the rise and fall of the sun. That's just basically a fancy way of saying that your body's able to like naturally wake up when the sun rises and starts to naturally get tired as the sun goes down. This is similar to when if you like set your alarm and consistently are waking up to your alarm, you start waking up like the minute before it goes off, or even on days that you don't need to get up. Even on the days that you don't need to wake up, you're starting to wake up the same time that your alarm usually goes off because your body's on this natural cycle. Also, waking up earlier increases the quality of your sleep. According to Professor Daniel Taylor at the University of North Texas, about 70% of students who go to sleep later have a harder time falling asleep. So with the quality of sleep, with the increase in quality of sleep, you have more energy. More energy means that you can wake up earlier and have more energy to do things like exercise and just increase your healthier habits. So that brings us to our next point. Waking up earlier results in healthier habits because you have more time in the morning to make breakfast or more time to exercise. A lot of people skip out on breakfast because they're waking up later. They're waking up later, so they have less time in the morning to make the breakfast, or they just think that it's a healthier option just to skip breakfast overall. But according to healthyeating.com, breakfast actually kickstarts your metabolism, which means you're burning more calories, and your energy increases overall. Also, if you exercise in the morning, that's also an increase in energy because it's boosting adrenaline and blood flow. And then also just like increases your attitude overall because you get that sense of accomplishment first thing in the morning. You finish this difficult task of getting that workout done, and then you just feel better and more positive throughout the day. This idea is also preached by Jocko Willink in his book Extreme Ownership, where he says that getting up early carries out this idea of discipline throughout the day. If you wake up early and you don't press snooze on that alarm, then you're like, okay, well, I'm up early, so now I'm gonna go for a run. And then when breakfast comes around, you're like, okay, so I woke up early, I exercised, so I'm gonna turn down that donut that they're offering me in Turlington, and I'm just gonna, eat a banana or whatever. It just keeps this idea of discipline going on throughout the rest of the day. So then that brings us to our next point. So on top of waking up earlier, improving physical activity, it also improves mental activity. So again, waking up earlier means that you have more time in the morning to get things done, more time to get work done, to plan out your day, whereas later risers, they're in a rush. You don't have time to plan out your day. So this overall improves your grades and just your work ethic overall. According to the University of North Texas study, earlier risers have a whole GPA point higher than non-early risers. And then there's also other factors that go into this besides just waking up early. It's, well, if I have to wake up early, I need to go to bed earlier, which means I need to limit how much I'm going out. And so all of that contributes to an improved GPA. And I've noticed this also on my own with rowing, since I'm getting up earlier. Like, okay, we'll just do a little pop in, pop out when we go out, just like 1 hour, and it just lets you plan your schedule a lot better. And then with that, those qualities of time management and just better grades and all that kind of stuff, according to Christopher Handler at the Harvard Business Review, those traits are sought after by jobs and by employers, because you want better grades, you want somebody who's on top of things, who can plan out their schedule. All right, so then, contrary to what we believed in high school, waking up earlier actually does have a lot of benefits on our lifestyle, and we saw that through improved sleep, through healthier habits, through your diet and exercise, as well as just mental activity, and that allows us to get better grades, and just essentially you're being offered more jobs and all that kind of stuff. So now waking up earlier, although that first step is going to be difficult, but if you wake up with your alarm, don't press that snooze button. That step can have a beneficial impact on not just your day, but essentially like the rest of your life. All right, thank you. You guys have any questions?
I got you.
Oh,
So,
yes.
was crew the thing that made you wake up earlier, or was it kind of like an internal?
Yeah, it was crew. So like in high school, I think we've all noticed in high school, it just seemed like I was like tired all the time because you were waking up earlier, but that was because you were waking up early, and then I was going to sleep like so much later, you know, like going to sleep at like 1 a.m. trying to like finish work or whatever. And then college, it's like, oh, finally, like I can sleep in. But then I noticed that I wasn't being as productive as I thought I would be. And so then crew was, I didn't join crew because I was like, oh, I want to wake up earlier. It was just like, I want to try something new. And then I just noticed, because I was getting up earlier, then I started doing things like, okay, like I should probably go to bed like a little bit earlier, but still like balance that with like a social life and stuff and going out. And so then I just started like noticing these benefits, and that's why when I was choosing what speech to give and for like the information speech, I was like, this would be like a really good topic, because although I hate waking up early, I've started to notice like these really good like impacts and stuff. Yeah. Any other questions? No? Maybe one more.
What time should we be waking up?
Okay, so 5:30, a little excessive. We don't need to do that. But just do something so that you're not like totally exhausted. So like 8 a.m. would be like a good one, like 8 to 7. So it's not like you're dying, but like not, you know what I mean? Like it's just like a good in between. I just have to wake up super early because that's when practice, they decided to throw that in there. Yes.
Did it take you a while to like reset your routine to like start waking up earlier?
Yeah, because at first it's like, oh, 5:30 a.m., like, yeah, I could totally get up or go to bed at like 12, 1, it doesn't matter. And then like it starts to hit you. So yeah, like I started to like adjust more. Now it's between like 10 to 12 when I'm going to sleep. It works. Yeah. Anything else? All right, thank you guys.
Yeah.